Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so I got a chance to sit down, shower, eat, and process the statue ceremony of Kobe Bean Bryant. They decided to go with the finger in the air 81-point game statue pose, and I like it. They said that Kobe chose it himself. I thought the art was good. I didn't love the art, but the pose itself and the overall symbolism that uh, Vanessa chose, I thought all of that was perfect. Everything that they wanted to do was fantastic, and I thought the statue's good. It's good. It's not great, but it's good. And there will be two more statues, which is something that makes me very happy. One statue isn't enough to immortalize him for what he gave us. You're not only wearing number 8 and number 24, but also what Gigi meant to us. They're going to immortalize him two more times and put Gigi in one of them as well and put 24 on the other. So, one of the poses that I like a lot is him pulling back his jersey after the Phoenix Suns game and revealing the chest, the heart. I really like that pose. I'm not sure what they're going to do, but that's one of the poses. I would like that one for 24. But, whatever they choose, man, it's going to be great. Standing on the stanchion, hands wide, I think that's more than obvious. He can do that. That's probably the one they'll choose. It's just one of those situations where, I went into it while I was doing my exercise, working out. Intentions was to watch it on the big screen, but when I turned it on, I guess it's because they were streaming Channel 7 that they wasn't actually streaming Channel 7, meaning that when I turned on the TV, they were talking about the president, and it wasn't the ceremony. So I immediately downloaded it, the ABC 7 app, and watched it on my phone. So I didn't get a chance to see it on the big screen like I was hoping I would be able to, but I did watch the entire thing. And I thought everybody did a really nice job. I wanted to hear Powell speak, but they chose one player, one coach, wife, and Jeannie. That's how they wanted to do it. They didn't want it to be a long thing. And so they went with Derek Fisher, and I thought Derek did a fantastic job. He really chose some fantastic wordplay to describe his point of view. Cap, they also used Cap as well. I don't want to forget Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who just spoke of the excellence of it all, and from his perspective as one of the great athletes to ever walk the earth, he really was able to put poignant words together as well to describe just the intensity of excellence and the consistency necessary to display it at that high of a level. So I thought that was special. And then Phil Jackson took us back in the day, gave us a rundown of his memories and how he was proud of Kobe Bryant in the end for sticking up for his teammate Adam Morrison. And I thought that was really important because it spoke to how far they had come from when they were having their struggles, and he was honest about those struggles early on, and how he had to hold Kobe back, so to speak, because he didn't believe he was ready to take over basketball games. But he later found out that he was ready. And, it just spoke to the confidence Kobe Bryant had in himself and just the elevated mindset that he had over all of his teammates as it pertains to his dedication to the game and his focus. That's what Phil Jackson was really giving us a whole rundown of, and I really appreciated that perspective as well. And I thought Jeannie was fantastic as well. She just let us know, just what she remembered, and spoke highly of his wife, and spoke highly of just the intentions that they had to not trade him for. They had 5 players that they could have traded him for, and Jeannie mentioned that her father said, "No, we're not going to go that route because Kobe's like a rare 5-carat gem, and even if you break it down into 5 pieces, you ain't gonna be able to make that gem." And so I thought that was a real blessing to hear that, and just to understand how high they thought of Kobe on and off the court. And of course, Vanessa, was really special there as well. Just letting us know, that she appreciated everybody, and letting us also understand what parts of the statue that Kobe was able to input and choose, and then from there certain things that she chose as well. And she told everybody, "Look, if you don't like the pose, Kobe chose it. So if you don't like it, tough shit." That was the word she used, and we won't soon forget it. And I thought that spoke to the spirit of the Mamba. He would have cussed right then and there in that same vein. I thought she was echoing his spirit, to be honest with you. And so I just really liked the entire ceremony. I thought it was good. I didn't think it ran too long. I stayed attentive to everything that was said, and I thought it was well put together. Um, and the only thing I wanted to see that I didn't see was Powell speak. I really did. I thought that the bond that he and Kobe had should have been spoken about. And I know he would have spoken, but they just chose a different direction. And so that was a great ceremony, moving, and it took us back to times when we wish we could revisit. I was listening to DTLF, and he was mentioning how he didn't see LeBron, he didn't see AD, and for me, I honestly thought that maybe LeBron was thinking first of all, I thought he might have been there. They just didn't pan to him. I thought that, but I thought he might have felt that he would possibly be taken away from just the overall thing. It would be like an elephant in the room, like, oh, he's supposed to be greater, he's this, and just the fact that he's wearing the uniform, and does he want to be the greatest Laker of all time, and just the whole energy surrounding the trade deadline. I just felt that LeBron probably felt that his presence wouldn't be as welcome today. But I think some people thought he was protesting, thought AD was protesting. Maybe they were. I think my mind was too busy thinking about the people who were there rather than think about those who were not. To be honest with you, I did not miss anybody. I didn't miss nobody. And like I said, for all I know, they were there. That's really what it came down to. But they did pan to Coach Ham. They did pan to Austin. So team representatives were there. But I would be lying if I said it ever crossed my mind that Bron or NAD weren't there. It just didn't, man. We were thinking. I was thinking about Kobe. I was thinking about Kobe and his family. I was thinking about the times back then, and I don't allow my mind to go to places like that. And why they ain't here? No, I'm too busy, literally thinking about the person I'm celebrating. And that's what it was for me tonight. I needed somebody to tell me that he wasn't there. I didn't miss him. It's one of those situations where for me, it's just, Kobe meant so much to myself personally, and watching him for the entire 20 years. I remember when he was drafted to the Charlotte Hornets and traded to him. I remember before the draft when I read he went to the prom with Brandy, you know what I mean? So that's how far back I go. I was old enough to have seen the whole thing consciously because I became a Laker fan at 9 years old. He was drafted when I was about 11 or something like that. So I saw it all. And, it was one of those situations where, I just don't even have the words to really put into this, just to tell you guys how much the moments watching him and his teammates growing up really meant to me. Spending some of the best times of my childhood with my mother, some of the most difficult times of our lives together. We were able to calm down and come to peace in certain situations where there wasn't a whole lot. We were, I was being defiant and stuff, but at the end of the day, we would come together at 7:30 and watch LA. You know what I mean? And watch Kobe Bryant play ball. So for me, it's too personal for me. It's not just basketball. I remember some of my best moments watching Kobe was spent with my mother. And that's what it is for me. We'd go down, and when the championships were won, we'd go down there and celebrate the team down to the Staples Center and hang out there. And it was my mom who was cheerleading that process. I wasn't the one saying, "Mommy, let's go to the Staples Center." She'd say, "Let's get in the car, we going." Like she was that much of a fan. We watched every night. Every time there was a free throw hit, we would slap hands 3 times. So like, for me, it's not just, oh, that's the greatest player, this, that, no, these are personal moments that I would take to the grave. So it's a little different for us real fans who have those type of memories in our minds and our hearts. And Kobe Bryant was spearheading the excellence of the team. And so 20 years, I mean, it's a lot deeper than I'll probably be able to tell you. So for me, when he passed away, it was like somebody in my family passed away. And I had just lost my niece a week before that. And I had buried her the night before Kobe had passed. So for me, it's a lot deeper than just immortalizing a great player. It's a lot deeper than that. And so, you know, I've had dreams. I told y'all about the times that Kobe came into my dream more than once, twice, you know, that kind of thing. And, you know, it's just a lot. It's a lot there for me, man. So I tell you the truth. At this point, it's just, you know, I'm ready for the next two statues. I don't know if they're going to do ceremonies like that or if they're going to make a more public ceremony for the next one. I don't know if they're going to reveal it tonight and I missed it. I have no idea. But I did enjoy what they did tonight, and I'm hopeful that that the next two statues will be fantastic. You know what I mean? Immortalize them. And you know, one thing that I was thinking about in regards to giving them three statues is just the idea that the Lakers are probably going to give other players statues, but there can only be one Kobe. And, you know, we're going to retire other people's numbers, but how many of them are going to wear multiple numbers and have Hall of Fame careers with both of those numbers? It's just one statue just wasn't enough based on the fact that we're going to continue to celebrate people. And he didn't have any equals. That's what it really comes down to. He didn't have any when it comes to this purple and gold. And so I don't think anybody would disagree with that, including some of the greatest to wear the uniform. They know. We all do. Kobe was the GOAT Laker. And so that's what it really comes down to, man. It's bittersweet, though, because as I said in the video that I uploaded earlier, he wasn't able to see it. And a part of me is not okay with that. I'm angered by that. That's not just sad. No, I'm upset that we should have gotten these things done. His statue should have been up before it even came to this. So that's really how I feel about it as well. But we're gonna, of course, look forward to the basketball game tonight, where we'll be wearing his, you know, Mamba black snake jerseys, black snakeskin jerseys that he helped design. And I'm looking forward to just the Lakers competing tonight. I don't know how people feel about things as it pertains to the trade deadline being today. There was no way to avoid that, because what we were doing was making sure that we had 2, 8, 24, all the numbers that were most important to Kobe, with Gigi's number being 2. So today is February 8th, 2024. So it wasn't going to be no, oh, let's escape the trade deadline and try to do this a different day. It wasn't going to hit the same. So we had to do it today. And I think there's some people who may not have the greatest feelings about how the Lakers stood pat and didn't trade anybody. But at the end of the day, the only thing that's on my mind is how fantastic the ceremony was, and ultimately how we immortalized our great Kobe Bean Bryant. So it's trade deadline. We covered it. It was, you know, it was what it was. It wasn't too spectacular, but the night in between that with that ceremony made up for that. So, you know, we'll play the Nuggets tonight, and we hope to get a victory. But you know, it is what it is when it comes to excellence and what we demand. Kobe Bryant set a standard that can't really be matched. Just can't be. You can hold other people to those standards and be angry or whatever, but the bar is too high. It just really is, man. So that's pretty much what I gotta say. You know, rest in peace to Kobe Bean Bryant. Salute to his family, his loved ones, and everybody who put together this fantastic ceremony that we appreciate very much. You know, what can I say, man? 8 and 24, 2 of the greatest, and he happened to be one human being, and that's the truth. So that's pretty much what I gotta say. My name is BDL44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.